I'm thankful for God for always being here.
Betty and I have always felt that our family has a duty to share the fruits of our labor with those in need. We believe that this has been instilled in our children and our grandchildren.
From my own experience, I learned what it means to be without family and friends and community when in need. Therefore, it gives me great satisfaction to realize that my charitable contributions may serve to make life a little easier and a little better for someone in need somewhere.
Sharon and I are pleased to be signatories of the Book of Life, and by such reaffirming our strong belief in Judaism and its inherent values. By so doing, we also hope to set an example for our progeny and others with whom we come into contact.
I was privileged to grow up in the thriving Jewish community of South Africa, where I was always aware of the extreme generosity of my grandparents and parents to many causes.
The Book of Life will be evidence of those who take a leadership role in supporting the many different institutions we have here in the San Diego Jewish community.
The Book of Life gives us an opportunity to memorialize our ideals and to show our family and the community where we stand.
By signing the Book of Life, I think basically is a moral and ethical commitment to be part of that future. It just seems to be the appropriate catalyst that doesn't have any particular agency, that it favors, that's able to have a very broad perspective of the Jewish community, and in fact the general community.
It allows us to say in our own words exactly why we are making this endowment. It's important to communicate that everyone has different reasons for signing the Book of Life, but every one of those reasons is valid and important.
I think it could be named the Eternal Book of Life because we live on beyond our mortal life by memorializing ourselves in the Book of Life.
Giving back to the Jewish community has been something that I learned as a child in my own home. I was fortunate to grow up in a strong home, in a strong Jewish community, and I learned early how important it is to support the Jewish community that I live in, not just for myself, but for other families and for my children and other people's children, the generations to come.
I think the Jewish Community Foundation has enabled us as a family to really be able to support the community, and we are really honored to be able to be part of the Jewish Community Foundation Philanthropic Giving.
Mitzvot is the ultimate expression of our Jewish faith.
Giving back to our society is one of the most important things that we can do in our life.
I think it's very important that we have an opportunity to ensure the future of the San Diego Jewish community, insofar as that we can, by signing the Book of Life today, ensure that the institutions that members of this community have built are able to continue and survive, and that there is a future for all Jews in San Diego long after we're not here anymore.
That's part of our life, is putting back into the community.
It is our hope that this endowment will help to secure a strong Jewish future and express our commitment and our love to the Jewish people.
My legacy gift is to the generations unborn, but who will be faced with new challenges. As prior generations built buildings for future generations, so too must resources be similarly available to meet the community's needs in the future.
I feel is not only an obligation, but a privilege to be able to help others in the future.
The Book of Life will memorialize those people who have that vision to contribute and give to the future.
There's always going to be somebody else to support a university. There's always going to be somebody else to support a museum. But no one else is going to take care of the needs of the Jewish people here in San Diego, in Israel, and around the world if we aren't prepared to do that.
The Book of Life for us is like an ethical will in a way. It's like transferring the feelings that we have about our responsibility to tzedakah, not only to our children, but to the community at large. And so we're very indebted to the Jewish Community Foundation for giving us this wonderful opportunity to be able to sign the Book of Life and thereby telling the community about the importance of Jewish survival and Jewish philanthropic giving.
Thank you, Bobby and Zadie. My Jewish preschool will always be here.